Our next movie is a comedy named My Stepmother Is an Alien, and it stars Dan Aykroyd as a scientist who harnesses the power of lightning. And that's what they're always doing in the movies. They're always harnessing the power of lightning, one of those great catchphrases. He harnesses this power to send a signal to outer space, and in response he inspires a visit to Earth by a flying saucer, and out of the saucer and into his life walks an alien who takes the very human form of Kim Basinger. She turns up for the first time at a beachfront party where she knows a little bit about a lot of things, but she doesn't exactly fit in.
Thank you. Delicious.
Basinger's mission is to convince Aykroyd to repeat his experiment, and right from the first, she seems to have the correct approach.
Oh, for an astronomer, you have the most wonderful fibers.
And you got yourself a handful right now.
Basinger's all-purpose survival kit is a miraculous purse that seems able to do almost anything.
Excuse me, but I'm from DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, with instructions to tour this facility, so
Can I see some ID?
My Stepmother Is an Alien starts with a promising idea, but it never really goes anywhere with it. Time after time in this movie, it sets up a comic scene and then doesn't really pay it off or have the nerve to really take it over the top. Most of the elements in the movie seem to have been reassembled from spare parts from other movies. And the best thing in the film is Kim Basinger's inspired performance, the physical performance, especially the physical side of this performance, because she's good at slapstick and she's good at walking around as if her body doesn't fit, seems to be operating the controls with her elbows, kind of reminded me of Starman, the great Jeff Bridges performance. There are times here when she's so funny you wonder why the movie itself seems to be holding back from her funniness. One of the elements that holds it back is Dan Aykroyd, who was given a juicy role as a mad scientist, but then relegated to the role of straight man in this movie. Basically just sets up the jokes for her. My Stepmother Is an Alien is a great title, but that's when the inspiration seems to have run out.
I liked more of it than you did. You've neglected to mention, I think, one of the funniest characters in the film, which is Jon Lovitz, who from Saturday Night Live, the guy who always plays a liar character on that show, who is very funny as the older, wealthier brother of Aykroyd and the very jealous brother of Aykroyd when he finds out who Aykroyd is living with.
I didn't mention Jon Lovitz because I didn't find that that character was amusing in any way. I thought he was just an obnoxious character now, not Jon Lovitz. Every time he came on the screen, I couldn't wait for him to disappear.
He's supposed to be obnoxious, and I think he is funny in doing so. And I also, I think you're a little rough on Aykroyd. Kim Basinger was very funny. This picture is not the greatest comedy. We haven't had a picture here that's been a complete success, but I thought that the writing, and particularly involving the daughter, who you did mention, I thought that the writing was a little bit brighter than I expected. Sure, this is a little bit of Ghostbusters redo. I see a little bit of that stuff with special effects and lightning and all that, and Aykroyd again, and partners working on this extraterrestrial kind of story. But I thought that it was funny enough, and I laughed at it. I enjoyed it.
I'm
actually giving it a pass. Yeah, I liked it.